so 1 minute, it looks like, I think. And if you would, please silence your phones, put them on airplane mode or something, because that can make us all jump. All right. So, Colleen, you want to check with Christine and see if everybody's done or anybody's running through the parking lot saying, don't lock the door. And the door locks from the outside, but if there's a fire, you can get out. So I want to make sure you understand that you're not technically locked in. Okay. All right, so can everybody hear me? Okay. If you can't hear me, raise your hand. All right, so we're good? All right. I saw a little hand go up, so talk louder or raise the mic a little. Raise the mic just a little. Okay, how's that? And I hummed. Okay. All right, so what I want to do first is, first of all, thank you for coming. This is a wonderful way of welcoming me to Dayton. So, yay, I'm happy to be here. We have just fell in love with it and feel so at home, so we are grateful. I want to go over the rules a little bit and explain to you what I do so that you understand. And why do I have rules? Because these things have happened. All right? All right, so once the session begins, I ask that you stay for the remainder of the session. That does not mean you cannot go to the bathroom. So you don't have to do the pee-pee dance. I'm the only one who's expected to. Okay? So you're allowed to go to the bathroom. We just ask that you come back. The thing is, if you leave, it totally stops the energy and the session stops. And when you roll out of bed tonight, because I did not disconnect properly, when you roll over in bed, I fall out. And I get sick for about 2 weeks. So because of that connection. But it's kind of rude to all the other people who are still, expecting something. So don't purse plunder. You want to know what that is? That means if you're a person that likes to go through your purse and pick out the gum and open it up, it makes that kind of noise, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on the other side. So if you're that kind of person that you need that cough drop or you need that gum, go ahead and get it out. Get it out before we get started. So that just makes it easier. And don't wander about the room or stand or decide to lay on the floor, because then I start to take it personal, okay? And let's see, and while I'm doing this, don't have your own conversations. Now, if you are getting something and you're telling me no, but the person beside you is saying, we just had pizza on the way here, feel free to say that to remind them of what it is, because when we're doing this, sometimes we get what I call psychic amnesia. We totally forget what we just did. Okay, and so it can make us a little bit nervous. What I've learned is that the people on the other side are right. What they're giving me is right. And I want you to know that for me, this is like doing this underwater. So it's like I might get a chicken and a rope, and I'm like, who walked the chicken? Who lassoed the chicken? Who tried to teach the chicken to fly with the rope? I mean, I go through a process because all I've got is a chicken and a rope. All right? So what I know is that they're right, and it's just me going through the process, and sometimes it will make perfect sense to you. I also have been known to give away secrets or surprises, so the more you say no, the more information they're going to give, and if you don't want other people to know that you got that piercing in that private place, just say, I get it, so I can move on, okay? And I'll explain to you how that kind of works in just a moment. So if you have intuitive abilities, if you do what I do, I ask that you not tune in while you're here. Go on vacation, go on psychic vacation, because if you're trying to intercept the messages, we're just fighting. And so we're fighting for the balloon, and I don't want to fight you for the balloon. So just don't do it while you're here. And also don't get anybody on their way out to say you have a message for them. I've had people call me at 2 o'clock in the morning, crying because somebody attacked them in the parking lot and said, you've got cancer and you're going to die. Okay? So it's, again, be respectful, be responsible. Don't. And during this process, so a lot of us are very spiritually in tune and we're energy workers. Don't send me love. Don't love me during, okay? Because, again, I have my way of connecting, and I don't change my radio station. Trust that I've got it. All right, so love me before and love me after. Don't love me during. All right. Um, if you put yourself in a bubble, so some people will put themselves in a protective bubble. I'm going to ask that you do it like a window screen or a dream catcher so that at least you're open to the energy. Because if you put yourself in this bubble of protection, you're not getting anything. All right? And what I do beforehand is I've already put out a web of protection. And so if anybody had cooties, those cooties are on the outside and they'll wait there until they leave and they won't go home with you. All right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It means you're not doing it. And if any of you were smart Alex and on the way over past a cemetery and said, y'all come, we're going to have people that can't be validated, and I'm sending them home with you. Okay? And don't yell at me during the session, tell me I'm doing it wrong, because it'll make me cry, and I'll have to stop. Nobody really throws me off. And because sometimes the information is not just for one person. The information that I'm giving could make exact sense to 3 or 4 people. But I might be just throwing it out at one. It doesn't mean it doesn't belong to you, but don't tell me it wasn't them, it was for you. Just know that if you feel like it was for you, take it. I just might have been talking to one individual, okay? And turn off your cell phone. So I've been doing this since I was 3, not on a professional level. But on a professional level for a really, really, really long time. And when I first started doing this, I started with 7 people in my living room, and it grew. And I would have events, these regular events. First, I started with every Friday, and then I went to every other, and then one Friday a month because they were just getting too big. And I would have up to 350 people in these events. And again, what I get is right. It might be my interpretation, your memory. But if you're wanting me to be spot on, what you're going to do is you're going to miss what's important. You're going to miss information. So many years ago, I was in Franklin, North Carolina doing a group. And people on the other side are very adamant about what they're talking about. They know what they're talking about. And they will often talk about things that are going on now in your life, conversations you might have had, something that's going on. They don't talk about just up until the moment that they died. Now, they will also bring up past stuff, but they usually will talk about things that are going on in your life so that you know. And in your mind, it could be really stupid about you just had an argument with somebody about hanging in the toilet paper. The thing is just to be open and take the information. But when I was in North Carolina, for 20 minutes, I argued with a lady about a 3-legged horse. Now, I did not know if there was a ceramic horse, and they were roughhousing and broke the leg off and glued it back on. I thought, Grandma never knew. If there was a horse that day had thrown a shoe. If there was a horse with 3 black legs and 1 white leg. And I'm going on, and the guy on the other side is jumping up and down on my head. He's getting really frustrated. And I said, he's getting really mad. And we cannot continue until you acknowledge this. And so that's kind of mean because other people aren't getting information they could have been getting because it's eating up all of the energy. And she went, it was a mule. I'm not that good. If I hear bah and say goat, it could be that you just got a lamb, okay? I mean, I'm just hearing it. If I get a car, don't ask me what kind. It's a car with a ribbon. Your neighbor could have given you a car without an engine today, all right? So I know that what I get is right, and I stick with that. And I don't feed on you to give me information. But also, when I'm talking to you, don't give me more information than I need. Because they might want to be saying whatever it is that you're wanting to say, and then once you say it, I don't say it because you don't, you think I just fed into your information. Does that make sense? I do have a sense of humor, and based on the individuals, I can use foul language. Are you good with that? And again, the personalities will come through. All right. And so the way that I like to start, any questions? Okay, so the way that I like to start is I start with a prayer, and then after our prayer, we're going to Om 7 times in our own breast band. And let me tell you how we're going to do this. All right? So this will be the thing you remember when you go home, is the Om. And I'm going to show you how to do it. But Om is considered the sound of God, the sound of creation. And when we do it in a group and we do it in a round, it really sounds very angelic and it really raises the energy. And I just like to see how uncomfortable I can make you. All right, so, and we're doing it in a round, like row, row, row your boat, but we're not doing om, 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 om. It's not like that. So it's like, as soon as I start the person on on the inside, the end person on each inside starts, and as soon as they start, the person beside them starts, and you don't count to 10, you start. Now, if there's somebody over there, so like the lady right here in the middle, if she's like, I'm not doing that, you look to that girl right now and say, I'm not doing that, so as soon as she starts, it's up to you to start, okay? So, but we do it 7 times, so as soon as you're done with your first one, you start a second one, we do it 7 times. Now, most people just stop when I'm done. And if you're the only one doing it, it's not as fun. So, but this is, don't start, but this is what an sounds like. You breathe in and you make the sound on the exhale. Om. Now, that's probably the best one I've got for the night. But if you have like COPD or lung issues or a cold, your Om might be Om. You know, and just start. We're just doing it to the count of 7. So if you're not doing it, look to that person that would be to your right and say, I'm not doing it, all right? Now, here's the thing. If you don't play, you don't get anything. Oh, good. You get it. It's a joke. All right. All right. Any questions about that? You don't have to do it in a key because I'm tone deaf. All right? So we're just going to do. So I'm going to, any questions before I get started? Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank all of, oh, yes, important. While I say the prayer, put out your invitation, and then do your best to let it go. Because if everybody's sitting here going, it's like hitting me with ping pong balls. So do your best that once you put out that invitation, if you haven't already, to let it go. All right? Am I making sense? And understand that the people on the other side keep their personality, and so sometimes I have somebody that's very orderly that keeps everybody in line, and sometimes it's a push and shove. All right? So... and the loudest starts first. That's a no. All right? All right. Divine Beloved, we are grateful for this sacred event, and we open our hearts and minds to receive the information given. We affirm the highest and the best. We affirm love exists throughout the universe in all stages of life, in the physical and in the spiritual. And we are grateful for this wonderful sacred time together. And so it is. Amen. All right. Om, 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 om. Didn't that feel wonderful? Yes, it did, Sharon. Thank you. All right. So there were about 20 people that aren't going to get anything tonight. Just a joke. All right. All right. So give me just a second. Okay, so the first thing is that I have a female on the other side coming through, and it's very adamant. She's saying she's in her right mind. Now, to me, somebody saying they're in their right mind could have been like they had dementia or Alzheimer, or they had some kind of mental health issue. They're very, very apologetic. And I don't feel like it was just in their passing that they weren't happy, but through their life they weren't happy. But she's saying she was kind of mean and judgmental. Who does that go to? Who does that make sense with? Okay, so there's a couple of you. All right. So who's got, and these that I'm talking to, what is October, birthday, anniversary, passing date, living or past? October. So the person passed is giving me October. Doesn't mean it's around them, but it means like if somebody in the family died in October, had a birthday in October, somebody living has an October event. What is October? Okay, and I'm going to argue. All right, so what do you have? And was your mother on the other side? And was she grumpy? Okay. All right, so, but all of you keep listening. But she's giving me something like with 7 children. So was she one of 7, or were there like 7 children in the family? Was she from a big family? Your family? So, okay, so I might have more than one mom coming through with this. And so just keep being open. All right, so the woman that's really being loud is like, she only knew how to punish people. Or she kept score in her life. Like if you weren't good, she didn't forgive. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Does that make sense to you? Okay. And who had the 7, like the 7 with kids or whatever? That was over there. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so I get this a lot. So the image that she's giving me, and again, I can have more than one over here, but the image that they're giving me is that, so you know when you see TV and people are in jail and you're talking on one phone and they're talking on the other, there's that sheet of glass. This person did not know how to show affection. It was always a distance, okay? And her thing was to prepare everybody for the worst in life, not to expect anything good. And anything you did good was met with, but you didn't do, blah, blah. Okay, all right. This one was also, there's one that was definitely a smoker. So which one? Okay. She's smoking in heaven. Okay, that's the way that I'm getting. Okay. And I feel like, again, I'm going to both. And there is an apology. And I am supposed to tell you, and she would have never said this in life. I mean, she's very adamant. She would have never said, but she is very proud of you and what you've done, okay? And she wants you to know that she believes in you, all right? Now, I'm also getting, in regards to her, she's giving me like she's putting me in a bar. Was or is somebody an alcoholic? Or did somebody work in a bar? Or does somebody collect shot glasses? What about you? Somebody in the family living or past an alcoholic? That doesn't belong. Okay. Well, he's sitting right on the bar stool. Who's got a male past that was an alcoholic? Okay, so that one is to you. Okay. So do you get that? Do you understand that? Okay, but he's giving me like he's on the bar. Okay. All right, thank you. I hate numbers, and I can't put this in a month. Well, I could make it May 5th. They're giving me the number 55, so what is 55 to you? Was somebody born in 55? Does May 5th mean anything? Is 55 part of an address or a phone number? And this is where I'm going to argue. Okay, so let's go with both of you. Is there a May? Birthday, anniversary, passing date, living or past? Okay, is there a May for you? But that does, I don't care. But and I think that's why I'm getting 2 5s, is they're separating this. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, past, who's the R? Past, I don't know if it's like Robert or Regina or Richard or Rick or who's the R? Past, Rhonda, Rose. What do you have that's past? Okay, this is definitely past, the R. So you don't, there's not a Robert. Okay, we'll just hold on to that just a second. I'm still wanting to argue with the 55s. But hold on to it. Who's the R that's past? Robert, Richard, Rose, Rosemary, Rhonda, Rita. Okay. Huh? Okay, but so it doesn't belong to either one of you at all. Okay, I really want to argue with you about that. Yes? Okay, all right, well, maybe that's where it goes. All right, thank you, because I need this, like a connection. All right, so I'm going to go subject change, so I don't know if I'm finished, but the one thing is I'm supposed to tell you is that they love you, and they're both saying this at the same time, and I hope I say it right. They forgive you for what you didn't do wrong. Does that make sense? All right, so they want you to know they forgive you for what you didn't do wrong. So they always held things against, like you just didn't know where you stood. And so to me, that's kind of like a big thing that's being said with that. All right, so the next thing that they're giving me, and I don't know if this has a connection with if it's a person passed, if it's a person living, what I have got is a fireman or an EMT. Who's got that? Okay, is that living, past? Okay. Is that past as well? All right. And who's got the Dave or the David, living or past? There's a lot of Davids. Okay, with firemen or EMTs. Okay, so what do you have?
My dad was a volunteer firefighter.
Okay, and he's on the other side. All right, so you guys keep listening, but all right. Now he's giving me 4 with children. Are you one of 4? It's counting the miscarriage. They'll do that. All right. Okay. Somebody, and I get this a lot, so I might say it more than once tonight. He's bringing a middle name forward. So either somebody goes by their middle name, or somebody's middle name was after someone, or somebody doesn't have one.
David was technically his middle name, but I didn't find that out until
Okay. All right. He's talking about easygoing. So who's easygoing or real relaxed? Living past, like easygoing. Okay. So she's saying he was easygoing. All right. So, yeah, he's going to step up so you can. Yeah. No, it's okay because we want other people to be able to hear. All right. All right. So somebody went to. Somebody went to school twice. So I don't know if somebody dropped out and got their GED or somebody went to college. Okay, you got that? Yeah. Okay, all right. And who is the female with him on the other side?
my mom.
Okay. All right, now she's highlighting the chest.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right, does that have to do with her or somebody living?
Her.
Okay. And I'm supposed to say that she's okay?
Okay.
I'm also supposed to say she looks good. Like that.
Always.
Yeah, like she was the kind of person that if she was in the hospital, you couldn't come see her till she had her lipstick on.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay, that's how she's giving it to me. All right, I know. There's Kleenexes in a thing behind you. But,
thank you. I might need that.
Here so she's given me the month of July. What's July? Birthday, anniversary, passing date, living or past?
It was my dad's birthday.
Okay, that counts. All right, and what is September? The same thing, birthday, anniversary, passing date.
My sister's birthdays.
Okay.
September.
All right, thank you. All right, so this is like, to me, she's saying recent. They're saying recent. Recently, somebody won an award or got acknowledged for something. Like they got an acknowledgement. It could have been a promotion. It could have been that they, I don't know, like a kid won first place in a contest. But like an award or a promotion.
Or maybe one of her great-grandkids or...
Which, like in a competition
yes.
or something?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, well, she's making acknowledgement to that.
Okay.
All right, I hate numbers again. Why are they giving me the 50 thing? She's giving me 52. What's significant about 52? Is somebody 52? Does May 2nd mean anything? Was somebody born in 52?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so does May mean anything? Birthday?
Yeah.
All right, what's the second month? February. Does February mean anything?
Yes.
Okay, see, they're right. It's just me
Okay.
going through that. All right, so she's putting me on a farm, but it's not really a farm.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. So what is the issue or the story with the toilet? Like she's giving me a toilet that's wobbly or a toilet fell over or it exploded or something?
No, we just got a toilet for our new camper that we're converting.
Okay.
It just got delivered yesterday.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So you're going to be replacing it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, all right, thank you. See, they're right, you know. All right. I'm left-handed, like you care, but who is or was left-handed?
I'm not Sure.
Did somebody have an injury to the left arm or surgery on the left side or paralyzed? She's giving me the left hand, left arm.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I think, I'm not sure if it, but yes, she had a mastectomy on her left side.
Okay, then thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and then that would cause movement
Yeah,
issues.
it was
Yeah,
yeah.
all right. So in passing, I don't know if it was her or your dad or someone else, because I also have a young man on the other side.
Okay.
So do you have a young man connected with you on the other side that passed? It could be a cousin, it could be.
Possibly, yes. We have several.
Okay, well, I just get a young man on the other
Okay.
side. But somebody, in regards to your parents, got a tattoo in their memory or was talking about getting a tattoo. So where does that go?
Well, I'm getting another tattoo.
Okay,
So,
all right. Well, maybe they're, I don't know. But it could be just acknowledging the tattoo thing.
yeah.
Okay.
You didn't get one.
There's a name that's shared like 4 times in the family. Like, I don't know if it's
Yep.
a middle name, but it's like it's handed down or it's just everybody has it. And did you ever see My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Uh-huh.
And this is Nick, and Nikki,
Yes,
and Diana, you know. So it's kind of like they're giving me like there's a name that
Well,
like everybody
technically,
has.
we do have names that were shared, and in total 4. My sister's named after my mom, my brother's named after my
Okay,
dad.
all right,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, because it's just like she's giving me names
Yeah.
that were shared or, thank you. All right, so somebody, and I'm not talking about with your mom because you mentioned miscarriage, but somebody had somebody lost a baby or had a terminated pregnancy, and they're making acknowledgement that child's there. Okay, all right, and so was there a recent, and to me recent could be a year ago, okay? But was there a recent big discussion about religion or an argument about religion or religious beliefs?
Always.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, thank you. All right. Well, she's telling me to not tell you who's right. So all right. So she's giving me pennies to give to you. So do you find pennies a lot? Is
I
somebody
do.
collect them? Or
Yes.
okay. All right, thank you, because she's making acknowledgement of that. Your dad is like, he gives me like, now, if you knew him, he would tell these stories, and he was fun and that kind of stuff, but a lot of times he just sat back and was quiet, like your mother took over,
Oh, yes.
right? And that's how they're giving that to me.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now, why does she keep giving me the word Italian? Is somebody in the family Italian? Are you going to Italy? You just ate spaghetti?
I did just have spaghetti.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, so this is funny. Why is she giving me Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump.
Yeah, run, Forrest, run. Why is she giving me that? Is there anything about chocolate? Does somebody like chocolate? You never know what you're going to get. Was somebody on the track team? Did somebody have a disability that they overcame?
She did love shrimp.
Okay, all right, well, I will take that. Bubba Gump, right? I just got Forrest Gump. All right, thank you. All right, thank you.
She did like Forrest Gump, too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
She's highlighting tomorrow, so what's significant about tomorrow? Is it a birthday, an anniversary, a passing day? You're going
Her
somewhere.
granddaughter's getting married.
Okay, well, she will be there.
I know
They will
she
be
will.
there. All right. Does somebody have a name? If I get it right, I'm kind of impressed with myself. Like Francesca
Conchetta.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Because I wouldn't
You
have
would have
gotten
never got
yeah.
that.
All right, thank you. All right. And I don't know, living or past, if somebody had bladder issues or urinary tract issues.
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so again, they come back with this male on the other side. This male was like died in an accident of some kind.
Okay.
Does that make any sense
Yes,
to you? Okay.
yes.
Yeah, and you might say, well, there's 2 of them, but like to me, it was an accident, and it wasn't on purpose. It was an accident.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he's saying that, but it's important that people know it was an accident.
Okay.
Does that make?
It does make sense.
Okay. All right. Who did you write letters to after they passed because they're acknowledging they got the letter?
Okay,
Does that make sense?
it does.
Okay. I was raised in Greenville, South Carolina, like you care. Why are they giving me that? Is somebody, yeah, and is there a place called Greenville that you know of, or is there something about South Carolina? Somebody live there, take a trip there, go to Myrtle Beach, I don't know.
No.
Okay, all right. Who's got the South Carolina thing? Okay,
I just had a friend, my daughter's best friend lives in Greenville, South Carolina.
okay, we'll take that, all right.
She's not passed.
No, that doesn't matter. Again, that can be the lead into like they're done with her and moving on. But I want you to know that they love you, and I'm supposed to tell you they love everybody. They haven't forgotten you. Do you understand that? You haven't been forgotten. All right. Is there a poopy or a pookie or a puppy or a pippy or a...
Tippy.
Okay, who's Pippy?
Tippy.
Okay.
Tippy.
Who is
Yes.
that?
It was their dog,
All right, well, guess where Tippy is?
probably with them.
All right. All right. Okay, thank you. All right, so you had the Greenville, South Carolina thing, so just bear with me for just a moment. Okay, who is the female to your side past? Female to the side would be like sister, sister-in-law, friend, cousin.
My sister.
Okay, because she's coming in up front. Okay, she's coming in. And I'm also supposed to say that her movement is good. Like, I don't know if she had issues with walking or was stiff, but she's talking about she can move. What does that mean to you? Is there a female with her that had issues with mobility before they passed?
No, but my sister had kidney cancer, so she wasn't moving too well when she passed.
Okay, well, that would be why she's saying she's got mobility.
And she couldn't come back down the stairs.
Okay.
Again, she was stuck upstairs.
All right, so she's saying she can move, okay? All right, she's telling me too that she also learned forgiveness. So there were things in her life that she, like, I'm gonna use the word, was victim of, or had regrets, or, but she's forgiven. She's practiced forgiveness. Does that make, like she was bitter at some point for something?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And she's throwing dishes. So when I give you that, that doesn't necessarily mean that somebody threw a temper tantrum and threw all the dishes. To me, it could be that she's trying to show them, does somebody collect dishes? Did somebody inherit dishes? Was somebody always worried about the dishes breaking?
Well, my grandmother collected milk glass.
Okay,
And she has passed, but says that we were there one time visiting, and my husband wanted to leave, and I said, I'm not leaving till I help her do the dishes.
okay, well, that might be what that's about. I'm not sure. And it's making sense to them. A lot of times where they really hone in, they keep going. All right, so like they stay up front. Okay, all right. So, and the one thing is like with your sister, and I'll say this a lot tonight probably, is that she can breathe and that she's okay. And who is the male to your side past? So this could be husband, brother, brother-in-law, cousin. Who is the male to your side past?
Well, I have several.
Okay.
My son,
Okay, he would be below. All right, he would be,
my father,
okay, father would be above. So like brother, brother-in-law, husband, ex-boyfriend.
ex-boyfriend.
Okay. And again, what it's like people just, sometimes they just want to acknowledge that they're there. Okay, so they just want to acknowledge. Was your son responsible for his passing?
Yes.
Okay, because he takes responsibility. I am supposed to tell you he is on the other side. Okay, so that's kind of important that you know. All right, and I am supposed to tell you are a good mother and that you did not abandon him. You were a good mother. Does this make sense? Okay. He's giving me, it's really kind of cute, he's giving me like an Indian headdress. Is or was somebody Native American? Did somebody really like, I don't know, cowboys and Indians when they were kids? He's somebody from like Cherokee. He's giving me like a headdress. Was somebody called Chief? Or
Not getting anything.
Okay, okay, now this is fun, they're not going anywhere. Does somebody have like a figurine of like an Indian or a bull or,
I had a figurine of an Indian in my living room when he was young
okay,
that someone gave me.
okay, well, that's just again, making acknowledgement. Like, it's kind of like, why would I want to make that, why would I want to make that one up, right?
Yeah.
All right, so there is a story, like, in the family, or if you want to know something, you ask this person because they know everything. And you also don't tell them a secret. Does that make sense? So, and it could be two different people, like somebody you don't confide in because they're going to tell it to everybody,
Oh.
and then somebody else has all the information.
Well, there were a lot of gossips in the family.
Okay, all right, well, you get it, okay. Now, I've got several people on the other side, and they're playing cards. So who were the card players? See, she's smiling over here. So it's Do you play cards? Were you just playing cards with somebody?
We used to play cards a lot at home.
Okay,
My son and daughter and my husband and I, we played a lot of cards.
all right, and that
especially
could be
Rook.
what he's, yeah, that was the game we played. All right, okay. Okay, so they're giving me Florida, so what does Florida have to do with anything?
He was born in Florida.
Okay, all right. He's doing okay, and he's really sorry for the grief that he caused. And you're a good mother. And there was something about him, or with him, that you recently moved. So I don't know if you had a picture that you put in another room, but like he said, it could have been like, I'm making stuff up like a dresser, I don't know. He's saying there was something recently of him that you moved from one spot to another.
Don't know what.
Okay, who's got that, like with the son? Well, it doesn't have to be a son pass, with a person pass, but it's a male, and you just recently moved something from one area to the next of theirs. It could have been a picture. What do you have?
My dog's remains.
Okay, and it was a male dog?
Female. Her name was Popeye, though.
Okay. Ah,
Everybody
Popeye.
thought she was a male dog.
Okay. That's not it. This is a person. Yes, ma'am.
Husband's picture?
Okay, and you recently just moved it? And he's on the other side? Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay, they're giving me the letter T. Who's the T, living or past? And I don't know if it's Terry, Teresa, Todd, Tim. It could be a last name, Thompson. Who's the T? They're giving me a letter T. Living or past. It could be an uncle. It could be, and this is like, it's right there. It could be a kid's middle name. It's like Tom, Thomas, Tim, Teresa. They're just giving me a T. I'm trying to guess. Were you just at TJ Maxx? They're giving me a T. Okay, go ahead.
Trader Joe's.
Trader-
Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's
You were
today.
just at Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
All right, and you've got a Trevor, so just, when were you at Trader Joe's?
This morning.
Okay, all right, thank you. And that must have been why he gave me TJ Maxx, because all of a sudden I was in the store. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, he's giving me 3 with children, so is he one of 3? Do you have 3 children?
He has 3 children.
All right.
I'm one of 3. He's
Okay.
got 3.
All right, thank you. All right. With his passing, was there somebody that he wasn't speaking to, or they didn't get to see him, or that he didn't get to say goodbye?
His daughters were mad at him.
Okay, all right. Thank you. And I think it upset you more than him. I know it upset him, but I think he was talking about how it was upsetting.
It's probably
Yeah. Okay.
upset for him.
You were upset for him, right?
Yeah.
Because he said you were really upset. All right. And I am supposed to say, like, I almost say he can breathe, but he can also swallow. Does that make sense to you? All right. He's talking about hair. Did you just get your hair done? Is somebody a cosmetologist or a beautician?
I got my hair cut recently.
Okay.
He was bald.
Okay, well, that could be maybe why he's bringing up hair. All right. He's giving me truck drivers. Was somebody a truck driver, or you have a delivery made recently?
I had a delivery right before I came.
Okay, thank you. Who, I don't know if I'm going to get this right. I don't know if somebody collected guns or if somebody liked to do target practice.
He had guns.
Okay, thank you. He's talking about hernias. Who had hernias? Somebody have hernia surgery, hernias?
No.
Okay. He's giving me, it's like hernias or hemorrhoids, and I don't know.
Oh,
where
my
to go.
dog.
Okay.
My dog had a hernia.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, who is Frank? Frankie, Francis. Okay, so we got a couple. Okay. All right, anybody on this side? Frankie, okay. See, they're trying to get to you, aren't they? All right, and you've got a Frank? Okay, on the other side, living. Okay. All right. All right, so like to me, you can pass it down, I think. And, I'm supposed to, he loves you. Now, I don't know, when he'd hug you, would he pat your butt? Okay, well, he's just telling me to do that, and I'm not going to. Okay? All right. Okay. So your father's very proud of somebody for, I want to use the term their stick-to-itiveness, their dedication, like when they set their sights on whatever it is, they go and they get it done. Yes. Okay, and then he's also talking about properties. Does somebody work with real estate or have owned several properties?
He was a real estate agent.
Okay. All right. Now, he's a happy guy. You know, he's happy. And he always, like, had these, like, I don't know, if you needed advice, he was the guy to go to because he just would say the right things. And it kind of seems to me like he wouldn't necessarily give the answer, but he'd give you information to help you know the answer. Does that make?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, pretty awesome. And he loves you very much. All right, I hate numbers. I keep telling you that. He's giving me the number 14, so what does 14 mean to you? 14th of any month mean anything? January 4th mean anything?
His birthday.
All right.
Not January, but 14th.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. My father-in-law was a postman, and he's giving me that. So I don't know, does somebody work for the post office, or did they, or like a delivery service like UPS or FedEx, or were you just in the post office, or were you just having to?
I just went to post office before coming here.
Okay, all right, thank you. Now, he's talking about somebody's leg. Did somebody have like a shorter leg or a limp, living or past, or somebody have hip issues, you know, where it kind of interferes with their gait?
His wife.
Okay.
My mother.
All right. And whose name starts with an M? You like how I say that? Like, it's almost like I want to say Monita or Monica or me.
Mamie?
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Does that make sense to you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. Did somebody recently like have a mammogram, or I don't know, buy new bras? He's giving me the chest. Did somebody recently have an EKG? Like he's talking about living. Were you in Victoria's Secret? I don't really know what to do with that. I know. Just ride the boat. Just ride the boat with me as I go through this.
Okay.
He's highlighting the chest. Did somebody living? Did somebody recently have a heart attack? Did somebody have an EKG? Is somebody having chest pains or palpitations? Or did somebody say, oh, you're going to give me a heart attack?
Chest pains.
Okay, all right, thank you. That's because it's, again, all he's doing is doing this, and I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to say, it's more of an anxiety issue than anything else.
That makes sense. Yeah,
Okay? And it's like, he's saying breathe,
Okay.
breathe. All right, so he's giving me like animal prints, like leopard, zebra. I don't know, does somebody like have leopard print blazer or skirt? Like, did somebody go to the zoo? But it's animal prints. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, you know,
Okay.
what is that to you?
My sister-in-law loves animal prints.
Okay.
And,
Thank you.
yeah. I think
Yeah, that
that's
would be
it
what
is.
he's making acknowledgement of. Okay, thank you. Okay, is or was somebody blind in an eye or have a problem with an eye?
Not coming to me at this point.
Okay, did somebody just have an eye infection or?
I just had an eye exam 2
Okay,
weeks ago.
thank you. All right, thank you, okay, thank you. He's very, very proud of you. I mean, very proud of you. And I kind of get you're that stick-to-itiveness person that he's talking about, right?
Yes.
He's singing over here. Did he love to sing? Or is he making acknowledgement of somebody in the family that sings?
My mother.
Okay. Is she living? That's what I got, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But because he's singing, and it's like this, I won't mimic it, because it would not be a good thing. Okay. He loves her very much. He loves you. And he's given me the number 4, so what is 4?
My birthday.
Okay.
And my favorite number.
It's a good number, right?
It is a good number.
Okay. Were you having a conversation with anybody about pants making their butt look big?
I got a text from a friend today. Excuse me, I got a text from a friend today about pants and size, and so that may be
Okay, thank
the
you.
connection of
Yeah,
today.
thank you. And that pops, and I use the term it pops my balloon. When you get it right, there's a sound that I hear. It's like, so I call it popping the balloon. All right, he wants you to know that he loves you. He wants you to tell your mom he loves her. Okay? And that she's got this, whatever that means. She's got this. Okay? And it's almost like I want to tell her to slow down and breathe. Does that make sense to you?
My mother has Alzheimer's, and I worry about her, so I'm assuming that my dad is saying, just, you know, she's okay. Just,
She's
yeah.
Yeah. And you're a good daughter, and he knows you're going to take care of her, so. Okay. All right, so thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so he's saying he was an ex-husband, he's passed, he's on the other side, and he was really mean. And like he's ex, former, could have been boyfriend, but he was really mean on the other side. Where does that go? So a couple of you got that. Okay. All right, so you got it over here, and we got it over there. Is this, all right, so for you, is it husband? Okay, and for you, it's husband? Okay. I like these. Okay, so this one is smoking some stuff, but it's not cigarettes.
Not me.
Okay, all right, so I'm going to tell you to stay with me. Were you having a conversation about somebody smoking stuff?
My mom, no, not today, not.
Well, it could have been recently. We're having a conversation about somebody smoking. He's smoking like stuff, but it's not like cigarettes. And I'm trying, and unless, did he smoke?
At one point, yeah.
Did your ex?
At one point, he did smoke more than just cigarettes.
Okay, so he did.
He did at one, yeah, a long time.
Okay, and that can be why he's giving that to me. He's trying to make the acknowledgement of where to go.
Okay.
So he was guilty of that at some point. Okay, all right, okay, thank you. All right. And he says he was really mean, okay? And he wants to tell you that he's sorry. I'm also supposed to tell you that you're not an F up. Do you understand that? Okay. And I don't know if that was something he left you with, where you doubt yourself, but, so I'm trying to say it without saying the word, so you get it. Okay. All right, so what is September? Birthday, anniversary, passing date, living or past?
Birthday.
Okay, all right. Who has 2 children on the other side?
He and his brother both passed. So
Okay,
I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
okay, all right, because he gives me 2. All right, thank you. One was intentional and one was an accident. Does that, and to me, so to me, when they're taking responsibility, it could be with intent, but it could be they didn't see the stop sign and ran through it.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right. It's really important, and what he keeps wanting to say to you is that he's sorry, but you're a wonderful person, believe in yourself, love you back. Am I making sense with that? Because he kind of like broke you. Okay? It also makes you hard to trust in relationships. All right, so don't hold other people responsible for what he did. Okay? And you can choose better.
I did.
Okay, all right. But still be open to trusting and sharing. Do you understand? You still hold back a little. Okay, all right. And he just wants to apologize for that. Okay. Who's got a Missy or a Mitzi or a Misty, living or past? Millie, Mimi, living? Okay, all right. Why am I being given Alfredo sauce? I'm sorry. Why am I being given Alfredo sauce?
She loves cheese. She loves Alfredo sauce.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Pasta.
Okay, all right. I've got a woman above you passed. Okay, is that your mom or grandmother?
My mother and my sister.
You got them, okay, so this is above, so mom's coming through. All right, and she's giving me marks on her wrist, so I don't know if somebody had carpal tunnel surgery or somebody was a cutter. Or had an injury on the inside of their wrist, living or past. What is that?
My sister had carpal tunnel surgery.
Okay, all right, thank you. Who was really, really afraid of passing? They were really afraid of dying. They weren't okay with it. They were
My
really,
sister.
okay, was really afraid. And I'm going to tell you she's okay and she can breathe. She's over where she needs. But she's okay. But she was like terrified in the way at some point
She
there was.
just didn't want to go.
Okay. Well, but she's saying for her there was a fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, we don't know if we're going to just go poof, right?
I'm sorry.
We just don't know if we're going to disappear or go poof.
Yeah.
All right. Why is she talking? I don't know if it's her or your mom. Why are they talking about hair? Were you just making a hair appointment? Was somebody a cosmetologist? Does somebody change their hair every week? Why are they talking? Does your mom always have a hair appointment before she passed? Why are they talking about hair? Were you having a conversation with anybody about hair?
Yeah, I cut my mother's hair right before she passed, and nobody liked it.
Okay.
I did that.
Okay, all right, thank you. That would be what I've got. Okay, thank you. All right. So they're putting me like in a library, so did somebody collect books? Did somebody work at a school? Does somebody have like lots of books? Why are they
My
giving?
sister.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And who is or was in the medical field?
My sister.
Okay. Is there somebody in the family that was always flipping somebody off? Or they point their finger a lot when they talk?
My father.
Okay. Kind of would feel like a finger. Okay. All right. They're putting flowers on a face. So when they do that, to me, it's like, first I could say, did somebody work in a flower shop or was somebody a florist? But does somebody have a name like Rose or Daisy or Lily
My
or
mother's
Heather?
name was Rose, and my sister's middle name was Rose.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. Do you have an issue with like your shoulder or your shoulder blade?
Mhm.
Okay. It's been an ongoing issue, right? That you've had for a while. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to say this is from the God energy. Stop doing what makes you unhappy and the pain will go away. Okay, so there's
Okay.
there's something that you're doing that you're doing because you should or you have to. And I don't know, that could be babysitting grandchildren. I don't know.
I'm a cleaning fanatic,
Okay, well, maybe you just need to give it a break.
and it's the right arm.
Yeah, it's like just,
Okay.
all right. And again, free will, use your discernment, right?
Say that again, please.
You free will, use your discernment, right? But it's like, to me, it's like I get holding on to something, or, and again, it could be that it's again, if you're a cleaning freak, it could be you're holding on to like trying to get everything in order. Okay, all right. Okay, why are they doing that?
Pardon me?
Why are they doing that? Why are they covering? Was somebody blind in an eye? I'm going to ask that again. Was somebody a pirate? Somebody do a lot of winking? Did somebody just have surgery on one eye? Somebody have a glass eye in the family at some point?
My sister couldn't see towards the end in the dying stages. She couldn't see at all.
Okay, and that could be why she's doing that. Okay. She's happy to know that she's alive.
Good.
I mean, that's a really, really big deal. Your mother wants you to know that she loves you, and you do matter. Okay, and you always tried to put her first, and she wants you to know that she knows that. Okay, is there a Kelly?
I have a niece.
Okay. I don't know why I'm giving it to you, but I just heard it. So what's the thing about Ziploc bags?
She saved every one.
Okay.
She put them on those things and dried them, those
Right,
sticks.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Because well, that's what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing a hoarding of Ziploc bags. All right, thank you. I love that. All right. Okay, so what is significant about today? So is there a birthday or an anniversary, or does the 28th, today's the 28th, right? Does the 28th of a month mean anything?
That was her birthday.
Okay, thank you.
And my mother died on the 28th.
Okay, all right, well, that would be why they're making that acknowledgement. I'm supposed to tell you, and it's like, to me, it's coming from everybody. Is your father on the other side too? Okay, but it's coming from everybody. I'm supposed to tell you, you matter. They want you to know you matter. I think their lives were like chaotic or something, and nobody even knew where they stood, right? And they just want you to know that you do matter and that you're important.
Thank you.
And that they love you. Okay. They're also saying you were a good role model for them. Okay.
Thank you, yeah.
All right, so thank you. All right. See if I can get over to this side of the room. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it'll go in one spot. Okay. Okay, so I've got a young man. He takes responsibility for his passing, and I feel like his mom is here. And he keeps saying, "Forgive my grandfather," and it's real important to him. So, who's got the son that's passed and wants his mom to forgive his grandfather? Does it make sense? Okay. Anything online, Rick? Okay. Well, it's really important because it's really important for him to be able to come in. All right, so we're going to move past it, but he keeps talking about forgiving his grandfather. Okay, so we'll move past. All right. Okay, so I've got someone on the other side, and they're on a boat. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they died on a boat or in a boat, but it means that they like to boats. So who's got the person on the other side in the boat? Okay, there's a couple of you. Okay, all right, so let me just keep going. All right, and so the next thing they're giving me is September. So what is September? Birthday, anniversary, passing date, living or past? No, and who else raised their hand? September mean anything? Birthday, anniversary, passing date, living or past? Okay, they're very adamant about September. Was somebody making plans for September? In September? Okay, well then you can have this. All right. They'll do the weirdest things, okay? All right. So do you understand why I've got this boat thing? Like it's a really big deal.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, all right. And I get it's kind of a male energy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And he had like a dry sense of humor, but he also had this funky sense of humor, like you didn't know what was going to come out of his mouth.
Yes.
Okay? And he kind of reminds me like my dad at one time, and I'd shared this the other week with one of the members, but this is kind of like where he's going with it. My dad at one time told me he had furniture disease. And I said, furniture disease? He said, yeah, my chest fell in my drawers.
Yeah.
So we hit it, and he said when you hit 50, it happens. So does that kind of make sense in
Yes,
the
it
things that he
does.
would, okay.
Yeah.
All right. He's also asking me how long I could stand here with one leg.
Oh.
Would that make sense? Okay, good, because I'm not gonna, because you'll see me go, voo, voo, voo. All right, okay, thank you. It's like he's pulling everybody in, like he's pulling everybody in for a hug, but like he touched everybody in his own way, and everybody was his favorite.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Uh-huh.
You're my favorite.
You used to tell me that all the time.
Okay, yeah, and whoever else, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, do you know what circus peanuts are? You know, those big orange marshmallow peanut
Yes,
things?
yes.
Why is he giving those to me?
My father-in-law likes circus peanuts.
All right, then that would be why he's making acknowledgement to that. Okay. So he's taken it upon himself to entertain everybody in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And again, the big fish story gets bigger, right? Okay, so you get that.
I do.
All right, so what is the joke about a bucket? Like, I don't know if he told somebody to go wash something, but they couldn't put water in it. I don't
know.
Did somebody like empty the fish out of a bucket to free them?
I know we went camping one time and somebody emptied the bathroom bucket where they weren't supposed to.
Okay, all right, well, that can be what it is, because this, again, I just get the bucket. All right. Who's George? I got her going, oh my. Who's George?
Go ahead. Oh, he's a friend of her father's.
Okay, on the other side?
No, over here.
Living?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I didn't know what her you were talking about.
Oh, not her. Oh, no, she's my daughter.
Okay, all right. Well, he's just acknowledging me, George, so I'm just going to
Okay.
give that to you. And it's, again, I think it's pulling that in there. Okay, so I don't know if this is happening now or if it's a story of somebody on the other side, but it's like the more that you tell them they can't have it, the more that they're going to have it, and so they're a closet person.
Yes.
Like they will hide and eat it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. Just do it in the open. You won't eat as much.
Okay.
Okay, just do it. And don't say, I know this is bad for me. Say, thank you, God, that there are no calories and everything in my body aligns perfectly to me and I am healthy.
There you go.
You know, change it. Because if you're saying it's going to make me fat, it's going to give me diabetes, well, then the God will go, your wish is my command.
There you go.
Okay. All right. He's giving me twins. So there's either twins in the family or a date that's shared.
No,
And this could be somebody was born on Christmas or,
There's twins in the family.
okay. All right. And who's pregnant?
Is there anybody pregnant in the family?
Somebody's pregnant or they just had a baby?
Oh, yeah, they did it like a year ago or something.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, somebody's pregnant. So that may not be in the family. You just might hear from somebody.
Oh,
that
okay.
somebody's
Well, I'm sure we
don't,
will.
Don't go into a panic.
Okay.
Okay. But it might, if you think it might be you, just restrain from having sex.
That's okay.
All right. So he's very much about, now he's funny because he says pick your battles,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Pick your battles. But at the same time, he would challenge a person to defend why they were doing what they were doing or to explain it.
Yes.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
it does.
And it was kind of more like to see if he could, what he could get out of you.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. All right. Like he kind of gets it like my dad would tease me about something, but I thought he was serious, so I just let it go.
Yeah.
When he was trying to get me to
Yeah, do something.
Yeah. Stand up for myself. Well,
Mhm.
he said no, so I wasn't going to do it. Okay. All right. So sometimes I have to share things from my life experience. So many, many years ago in my other life, I had TMJ, and it got stuck. Like I couldn't open my mouth or whatever. And when they did the surgery, they said, oh, it's going to take 45 minutes. It took 4.5 hours. And they were on that nerve so long that the left side of my face was paralyzed, and I had to manually open and close my eye. And it took we didn't think it was going to come back, and it took 6 months. That's why I don't have any wrinkles on that side of the face. It's 6 months behind. Why is he giving me that?
About the eye?
Yeah, or the TMJ, or did somebody have face paralysis? Did somebody have TMJ? Did somebody have to open and close their eye manually? I don't really know. I'm just sharing.
I think my father-in-law or mother-in-law had to. My father-in-law had to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, it's just those funky things that they put out there.
Okay.
All right. Okay. He loves you. Okay. You're wonderful.
Thank you.
And all of you are wonderful because you come from him. You get it from him. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Okay, happy birthday. Who's got a birthday? Like right now. Is that you?
Me? Oh, I was gonna.
Okay, so it's you
Oh.
today. Anybody else have a birthday today? Well, you know what that means?
Okay.
Everybody remain silent. I don't want you to interfere. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I love to watch people's face because they're wondering, does she think she's good? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I was just told to sing you happy birthday, so there you go. All right. So I've got another mom. Moms are coming in today. Another mom passed. And to me, again, there was like a mind thing before her passing, like if she was getting slower or dementia or Alzheimer's. And she lived with you. So like she lived with you or you lived with her. So who has that? Like, okay, got a couple of you? Okay. And helping to take care of in those, okay. All right. So first off, I've got, and so I probably have a couple of moms, but I have one that wants to apologize because she'd be snippy. So who does that belong to? Over there? Oh, you? Oh, over there? Oh, right here. Okay. So she's apologizing because she was snippy. Okay. And you're really wonderful. Why is she putting me on a train? Who's got that? Somebody said, yeah. What?
Been interested in trains and have train plates, have electric trains.
Okay, well, she was giving me like Sheldon on Big Bang.
Oh,
And he loves trains.
Yeah.
And Rick and I took a train. Did you go on a train? Have you gone on a train?
Yeah, I've been on a train.
Okay, all right. Well, it's again, that's where it's her making that acknowledgement
Awesome.
to you. All right, so, so the next thing that she loves you, but you gave her unconditional love. You gave that every way that you possibly could, and she knows that. And it was kind of interesting because she didn't know how to receive it. Okay? And she talks about, like, you wouldn't know this, but when she was with other people in her day, she would really brag about you, but you wouldn't necessarily know it up front. Okay? But she'd really brag about you. And she's with a male on the other side, and I don't know if that's like a father or a brother or who's the male to her.
That could be my dad.
Okay, all right. Do you know what a zero? Do you know what a zero candy bar is?
I know what it is, but
Okay, so why am I getting that? Does somebody like white chocolate? Somebody, I was talking about the temperature.
not sure.
Okay, I've got a zero candy bar. If you get one tomorrow, you heard it here first. That's
Okay.
just,
She did have problems with the heat in the house, and
and her temperature being okay?
yeah.
Okay, was she more cold than warm? Okay,
Uh.
that would be why she gives me the zero, but I see it as the candy bar. Okay. She's talking about hearts. Who had heart issues?
She did.
Okay, all right. And again, I'm getting twins. Are there twins in the family, or is there a date that's shared? So like my mother's birthday was on Christmas, so she shared it with Christmas. Somebody born on Father's Day, or did somebody die on somebody's anniversary, or are there twins in the family or a date shared?
I can't think of any.
I know, sometimes it's hard. Well, you'll remember at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is, Mother's Day. My birthday is fall on Mother's Day.
That counts. You're a couple. That counts. Okay, thank you. Right, yeah, okay. Did you have a relative that liked tobacco, like chew and spit?
I had an uncle that chewed and spit out his car window and it was rolled up.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because I just keep getting the chewing, spitting thing. Thank you. That's a fun story, isn't it? That's a funny story. Okay, thank you. I love that. All right. Now, your mom is with her mom. Is your mom passed? And did your mom also have like memory issues too? Okay, because they are showing up together. Okay. And your mom is so excited to be here, she could pee her pants. That's what she said. Do you understand that?
She's probably been with you all week.
Okay, so she's very excited. And she likes to take trips. Does that make?
She loves travel.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So Dale was her best friend.
Dale was her best friend, and when we were together, the two of them were more like kids, and I was the adult.
Okay, Because she says Dale was her best friend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. She's just so excited to be here. I mean, she just keeps, that's what she keeps doing is waving and like, I'm so excited. I thought I was never going to get through the line. Okay. She's giving me what I want to call Eskimo pies or ice cream sandwiches. Does or did somebody like those? Or were you just getting ice cream?
She loved ice cream.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, so I've got cheesecake. Who loves cheesecake? Why do I have the cheesecake? It looks like cheesecake to me. Did you recently have it? Somebody love it? Did you just get a recipe for it?
Well, I love cheesecake, but I
Okay.
mean, yeah.
Okay, and that can be why I've got it. It's just making acknowledgement of you loving that. Okay. Okay, she's saying, I don't know which mom, but remember when I went out and my shirt was wrong side out or backwards? Okay.
There was a lot of times.
Okay, well, like to me, she's laughing. All right, thank you. Okay, who loves to collect baseball caps? She's giving me like baseball caps. Either somebody collected them or somebody played baseball or was into sports.
Dale has a lot of baseball caps.
Okay. Okay, I don't like to tell my personal business, but my husband tells me I snore really loud, that I rock the room.
I never said that.
No, he didn't, but but when there's other conversations. And you know what he does? He wakes me up and says, I love you, would you roll over? That's how he does it. But why are they giving me that? Who's this?
Mom had sleep apnea, so
Okay.
she had it. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Why didn't she just tell me that instead of having me tell them myself? I'm this delicate little flower. You don't need to know I snore, right? Okay. All right, thank you. They love you. They love you. And she's giving me lots of containers and putting them in the cupboards, and I don't know what that means.
He has a lot of containers.
Okay,
A lot
all
of
right.
leftovers. And that
Okay.
was- yeah.
All right, well, the containers are good for food. Okay, thank you. All right. Let's see if I've got anything else. They're like where I call like they're starting to pull the plug. Let's see if I've got. Is anybody connected to a school bus driver? Okay, so that's you again? All right. See, a lot of times the person that really comes in at the beginning, well, they'll just keep showing up. So, all right. All right, so they're pulling the plug. Now, we are planning to do this the last Friday of every month, but keep an eye out because sometimes schedules can change. I hope you enjoyed tonight, and because there's more of these to come. And so I'm closing it off. So the divinity within me salutes the divinity within you. Thank you for sharing, and God bless you. And now you can leave.